Hey everybody, Mark here, and I've got a little video showing you what Sentry mode and also what Sentry mode alarm looks like. As you can see, it was just activated by the little laser beams the headlights shoot out of. It displays a little message to whoever's walking around your car that it's recording, and it records 4 angles as shown there. And we're also going to see what the car alarm looks and sounds like as shown here. This hooligan is trying to break in. And so there you have it. That is what a Tesla looks like with the alarm going off. And it is, number one, it is really, really, really loud, as you see there by my gesture. And I only have 2 answers as to why. One, it's Elon Musk. Why not? 2, the car farts, so it's not the weirdest thing that it does is to blast rock music. So I think, honestly, it's to deter people away, just more than the horn does. And, now in this clip, so this happened to me the other night down in Hoboken. I went and parked in an automated parking garage. And for those of you that have never experienced that, and this was my first time, it basically is all automated. No valet. You pull up onto that little spot, and, the car's parked for you. And the guy made us back out because we were too heavy and then the lift couldn't get underneath to lift the car. So right now he's basically telling us that all the passengers are too fat and they need to get out of the car so that the car is able to go and be lifted by the automated parking garage. And this whole time I have no clue what's going on. It's so hard to understand what the man is saying because he's wearing a mask. And, I'm just rolling with it. And I'm a little nervous because, it's my new car. I don't want anything to happen to it. But, I follow instructions and I pull back forward onto the lift. And so now the attendant tells me it's okay, pull forward onto that square, and there's a little screen off to my left telling me exactly where to go and when to stop. And he says, now it's good. The system says it's a go, and he says just get out, take your key, put it in park, and that's it. And I'm like, okay. I walk away. He hands me a little receipt so I can get the car back when I return. And that's it. And we just leave. And honestly, at this point, I'm thinking, whatever happens, I don't know what's going to happen as that door shuts, and I'm a little afraid. The car locks as I walk away. But now, as you see, it starts to turn, and I didn't know this at the time, and that's why it's really cool to see this footage. It turns around, then this garage door opens up, and these little robots come out, and they go underneath the car, and their arms expand so that it can actually lift the car up and take it to a parking spot. But that actually sets off the alarm system, thinking as the car, it's like, why am I being moved? And so that sends off the Sentry mode alarm system, and it's going off the entire time in this parking garage. And it's actually kind of cool. The little robots bring us back to this little conveyor belt that puts us on an elevator, and it's going to bring us up to the 3rd floor. But the alarm is still going off this entire time, blasting music, which is actually by the famous pianist Bach. It's Toccata and Fugue in D minor, obviously a hardcore rock version. But what I think is really cool about this garage is the little robots kind of have the same system autopilot does. It follows these yellow lines perfectly into each parking spot, drops the car, and then just rolls away. So it was pretty cool now to look back and see the perspective of the vehicle as it's being taken into the automated parking garage. Obviously, at the time when the alarm went off, I was freaking out, but now it's really cool to see what was going on. As the alarm did go off again as it was being brought back down to me, which created a very nice giant ambient echo throughout the entire parking garage. As you see, we finally are able to get the car back. There were no damages, no issues, and I just think that this is a really cool way to do parking these days. So there you have it. Now you know exactly what the inside of an automated parking garage looks like, and now you know exactly what the Sentry mode alarm looks and sounds like, which to me I think is really cool. I think the loud rock music just sounds awesome, and it just is another thing that makes the Tesla Model 3 stand out. One of the many, many things. Let me know what other kind of videos you'd like to see down in the comments, and I'll make them. I know there's a lot of people out there that just enjoy watching videos of Teslas, and I was one of those people, and that made me want to buy one. So if you ever are like that, feel free to use my referral code down in the description below when you make your purchase. I would highly recommend it. I love my Model 3. It's probably the best car I've ever driven.